Hey, what's up? Okay, now we can start. I had to use the bathroom before we started, so let me just put the thing on. Alrighty. Alright, we back. Been a while since I streamed on YouTube. Really been a while, honestly. Dropped frames. About like 27 frames dropped. That's okay. Let's go into some Shonen Showdown. Now I go to my homie Shonen Showdown. Give me a second. Anyways, sorry, I had a call to do. Let's do show and showdown. I got hacked. I don't care. Okay. Let's do. Uh, I don't really like to be honest, I don't really like the last character on the boards because they're nothing but popularity, but okay, so okay, I guess no show and showdown because I ain't watching none of that show and showdown shit, bro. I don't like the last character on the boards, they're very ass. Let's see here. Maybe I can let's see what Greg Foreman got for me. Hi, hello, am I the only one? Yeah, I guess so. Because I had to freaking do something. Oh my gosh. They think they're freaking slick, because now I'm trying to actually watch the video, and then it's not freaking working. Trying to freaking watch the damn video, man. What does Greg Foreman have to say to me, bro? Oh, guess you ain't anymore. Let's see what Trump's doing, bro. What the fuck? Bro,
we talked about this so much for the past 4 years or so, okay? And lo and behold, CNN has another layoff, massive layoff that we got to talk about here. But first, we got to talk about this warning that the CNN boss, Mark Thompson.
wait on, Phil Horn. You said, where's the what was the guy's name again? You want me to see the guy's name?
Sent to Jake Tapper, Anderson Cooper, and 100 other propagandists, in which he told them, listen, check your Trump derangement, okay? Do not express outrage during Trump's inauguration. Guys, imagine being a so-called news organization and your boss has to go to the so-called journalists and say, listen, guys, be journalists, right? During Trump's inauguration, don't let your emotions get out of control. Actually stick to doing your jobs, right? Check your Trump derangement. Wow, that is damning, right? That is extremely damning. Because you should not have to tell journalists, hey, keep your emotions under control. That's how deranged these people are, okay? Imagine the boss has to call a meeting in to tell the journalists, yo, stop all this Trump derangement, okay? Control yourself, right? Don't lose it on air over Trump being inaugurated. I mean, that
Churchill? Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, I did not see this. Okay, okay. I did not see this. Oh shit. Bet. Fucking milk your fucking haters for fucking content, bro. Anytime. She's doing Don now? That's good. Yo, Don is actually mad fire. Okay, let's watch this one. Let's watch it. I wanna see this shit. I wanna see this shit, bro. I wanna see this shit real quickly. What the fuck? I wanna see this shit. Hour and a half, bro? I mean, not hour and a half. A half an hour? Let's see this shit, bro. I wanna see it. Let's fucking do this shit. Ooh! I wanna see it, bro. Let's restart. I'm gonna restart it because I have an ad blocker on. So that's why I have to fucking restart it every time a bit because I don't want to fucking ads. But let's see this shit. I want to see it.
All right, I know a lot of my, well, do we call
Wait,
them fans? A
wait,
lot
hold
of
on.
people in this community.
Wait, I have a question. Is this is this apply about the animation or is it about wait, I have a question. Is it for the is the guy Church Hill whatever it's called Churchy Hill? Is he talking about the animation of Aerotino Requiem or is he talking about the actual Aerotino Requiem like the web manga thingy? Cause he's talking about the animation, then I don't really have much to say because I haven't watched the animation thing yet. So I guess it's about to plot entire. It's about the thing in general. Oh, okay. It's about the whole thing in general. Oh my goodness. Oh my good. Oh my goodness. I see. Oh my goodness. This man is crazy. Oh my goodness. Damn, that's crazy. Okay. All right. Because he literally took half the comment section, bro. That's crazy. I'll read it after. Fuck, let's read it now. Actually, just the comments. Okay, debate. Okay, whatever. Okay, debates. Comparing mean cost promise to Aaron's mom to protect Aaron was never mentioned again in the show. To Levi's promise to get the kills equals match possibilities. It's just disingenuous. Okay, so what about the Okay, so what about the okay. Here's the thing, Churchy Hill, whatever you want to call it. What about the time when Levi's squad was killed by Annie? Why didn't fucking Levi get angry or have any or frustrated with Annie? You see, this makes no fucking sense. When it's Erwin now, he see, and I hate when people say, "Oh, Levi's not a vengeful person," because he literally fucking is. Levi hates Zeke because he killed Irwin, right? But yet he ain't got the same energy when it comes on to fucking Annie, and what she did to his fucking his squad. Like make that make sense, bro. Yo, uh, it stated that she can transform 100 times. Okay, you don't have a I can't. First of all, you have no proof of that. So unless you show like a chapter page or like a link or something, there's nothing. Or unless you show like a chapter number, I don't believe you. You also missed to push my class turning screen off deaf. I'm not sure it's intentional, but choosing. I said everything off screen. The class is defeat because in the situation they are right now, it's impossible to defeat him realistically. Yeah, that's an issue, right? That's me talking about emotions. Is definitely the only way the class had been shown to defeated when Elm uses the emotion against him to give Aaron the chance to kill him. On the flip side, the cost attending in any of the show doesn't have any emotion, can be distracted, mission killing impossible. But the crew somehow did it off screen. Isn't that still an issue? Because that's you talking about not just criticizing the original show. ATR also never implanted the adult feeling of Aaron into young Aaron. You're making things up. Um, that well, I wouldn't say he implanted it, but again, he said in part one, the adult Aaron literally says that you forget everything you saw here, but you won't forget the feeling. So you could literally, so he forgot the memories, but not the feeling. Uh, let's see the nine replies. Uh, I lose the creative vehicle, I brushed him over. She was on by my plate, reading to feed off screams. Uh, okay, so basically, let me read this here. I'll lose in the creative videos and okay, address them, brush them over. Well, I'll see that one. She's wrong about the cost of being transferred in the show. It said to be more than 100. Again, you don't show a chapter or anything for reference, so I don't believe you on that one. She's wrong about my point being called for being defeated off screen. Miss underestimated everybody's emotion being a major factor on for why he can be defeated, but the Colossal in the end doesn't have emotion, so he cannot be defeated. But someone who's off screen in Aero TNR, she actually tells how he's defeated the Colossal there because it doesn't make any sense. What Colossal are you talking about? He's talking about the one at the end? Could you do it on the one at the ending? That also doesn't make any sense because but that was just a Warhammer version of it. So it's not supposed to have feelings. So if anything, that's just the writer, that's just the original writer. As you can see, how it's being inconsistent. So she didn't talk about how getting with Aaron is betrayal to Mikasa, who knew she loved Aaron. Okay, here's the problem with this one. This one here. The point is that the point that Historia learned from Ymir is to be selfish, right? So if she gets with Aaron, who Mikasa also likes, do you think she's supposed to care? That's kind of the whole fucking point. Right? It's to fucking be selfish. And again, that's kind of Mikasa's fault, cause she didn't confuse she didn't fucking confess. So no, that's not a problem with her story with Aaron. Not at all. Since they were kids, but if you're in her shoes, I'm sure you have sex with your closest friend's crush since you have no problem with what she did. First of all, there was I wouldn't say that Mikasa and Historia are very close friends. They don't really have much interaction with each other, like at all. So I would even say that they're even close friends, because they don't even they have and I don't think ever we've seen them like directly interact with each other, if I'm correct. So I wouldn't even say that I think they only interacted like once, and that was because it was find out that Mikasa was also royalty, which also went nowhere by the way. So her being Asian royalty also goes nowhere, makes no sense. I mean, it doesn't make sense. There's no point of it. There's no point of her being royalty because the reason why the fucking Azabito even came there in the first place wasn't because of Mikasa. It was because Parody had fucking resources and shit. So that's why. So it basically makes Mikasa being royalty absolutely pointless because it never goes anywhere. So she's wrong about Mikasa being a static character, following the definition, because a static character is the one who doesn't change, but the conviction changes around him, and Mikasa hasn't done or will do an AOTNR. Okay, first of all, you can't say will not do because the thing is not even halfway done. That's just being so disingenuous here. Something I wish Mikasa hasn't done and will not do. Okay, you can argue, yeah, hasn't done, but you cannot say will not do because you have this thing is not even fucking done. We're not even halfway in it yet. We're not even halfway there yet, and you're saying she will not change. That's stupid as fuck. The only character to go from Mikasa who was strong in the beginning to the end of the show had to abandon her desire to protect Eren and save the rest of the world. But Erotino has taken that away from her too, and that she too would die character line for Eren the entire show. Again, you're just assuming. We do not know what's gonna happen in AOTNR. Right? Again, we're not even halfway done. There's like 10 parts and we're not even halfway there. So you can't even say that. You genuinely cannot say that. Because now you're just assuming. He was wrong about Ackerman Curse because that Aaron made up because it was shown in a discussion with Zeke and it hasn't shown. This career seems to have forgotten that. Yeah, okay, yeah. I'll see when I get there. She's on about Aaron's goal to protect Perry with Parody instead of his friends because his goal would have done. Because if that was his goal, he would not have done the rumbling in the first place as it killed many people inside the walls when the walls crumbled. It was even a big point to front episode when after Rumble was just trying to call people down, praising rumbling, sacrifice died worth it. Aaron's goal also wasn't to try to people with aliens, as there are more aliens inside the wall. There are more aliens inside the wall who would die by the rumbling. Okay. His goal was to make sure his fans are fulfilled live as he killed them to move on. Okay, okay, here's the thing here though. I don't think he's the problem here. Uh, cause he said that was his goal. He wouldn't have done the rumbling in the first place. What? What? It wasn't his goal to protect people at parody instead of his friends, because if that was his goal, he wouldn't have done the rumbling in the first place. What the fuck you talk? That doesn't make any sense. I said have killed many people inside the wall when the walls crumbled. Okay, I was watch the video and see what the fuck she's trying to say, because reading the comments.
Who like to listen to me. Um, they know that I tend to stay out of drama. I try to. But this commenter wanted to write a book in my comments, so I figured, let's make it a fucking movie. Okay? They apparently didn't like my review of AOTNR, the manga, right?
Okay, the manga. Okay, good.
They apparently did not like my review, and they wrote me I believe, 8 reasons why they didn't like it. Why they didn't like my review. Because they found parts of AOTNR to be shitty. So let's just go through them, shall we? Let's see what was so important that you felt it was necessary to write a book in my fucking comments about my opinion about a fan work. Let's go through them.
Okay, here's the thing. Okay, so I'm gonna read this one. Aaron has been dimensional, and all the girls he fought before that had made his character great. Had been forgotten. No. He literally does not want to fight Armin. Literally in part 2. He literally said he doesn't want to fight his best friend in part 2. So I just being again. That's just being disingenuous. He literally says that in part 2 that he doesn't want to fight his best friend. Legitimately, like literally, bro. Um, and first and second of all, it's canon adjacent. So again, you have to take what the canon wrote prior to when the fanfic takes place, and the fanfic is basically 137 onwards. So you're supposed to take all the stuff all the canon stuff prior to that, and put it into this character as well.
Let's do it. So his first gripe with AOTNR is the fact that it makes Aaron one dimensional. I am so sorry.
And also in part 1, Aaron literally states that he's been trying to see literally sees multiple paths. Like he was trying to see like fucking multiple timelines and outcomes. But in order for the timeline that matched his desire was the one that he was doing right now. So I don't know how that make him one dimensional, because he was actually willing to try to see other alternatives. And not only that, literally in part 2, he did not want to fight Armin. Legitimately. So how does that make him? I don't know how you mean with the guilt, because
What
dude, that's the reason why he talked to Armin in the first place. That's the reason why That's why he wanted Armin to step down, because he doesn't want to feel guilty when shit hits the fan. He has to kill him. So, come on, bro.
what is one dimensional about? Okay, take the story for what it is following the manga.
Yes, and that's the problem. People who dislike it don't fucking do that. Again, it's a canon adjacent fanfic. You acting like he's fucking you acting like the fucking people are going all the way back from the chapter 1. No, they're not. They're going back from chapter 137 or the end of 136 and then continuing on from there. So,
Following what Isayama did, take out the last 3 chapters and follow the story from chapter 1 by Isayama
mhm.
all the way up to 130.
And I actually did that. I actually read the manga from chapter 1 from 136, and then I went to Aotina Requiem, and it flows in pretty fine. If anything, it makes Eren seem a lot more one-dimensional in the original manga, because you never get his perspective until, well, post rumbling. We don't get his perspective when the rumbling begins until the end. So if anything, I would argue, literally from as soon as he transformed into the founding titan, he just became like a freaking plot device, force of nature thing. And we never got his perspective until the fucking we never got his current perspective until the end of the series, or the end of the last chapter.
By Isayama all the way up to these last 4 chapters from AOTNR. There is nothing one dimensional about this character. There is nothing one dimensional about him at all. We've seen him cry. You know, in preparation for what he knew he had to do to save his people. We've
Yep. In part two, in the flashback when he was talking to Flock, he literally punched a mirror and broke it, cause what he was about to do was fucking disastrous, and he didn't want to do that. So again, that's his churchy L being that's his church L, whatever it's fucking, I don't know what his name, churchy L, I don't know, crunchy L, or yeah, that's his churchy L being disingenuous, because he had that conflict. You really saw panels of that conflict in part two, and we saw him trying to find different alternative solutions in part one.
seen him have those breakdowns. We've seen him feel regret and remorse. But he's at this point saying, yeah, I mean, it fucking sucks, but I'm not going to kill myself. I'm not going to let my people die. So he's deciding to take a stand about it. I don't know what makes that one-dimensional. Follow the rest of the fucking story, the 136 chapters that build him up to the man we see in AOTNR,
Mm-hmm.
and there you have it. There is nothing one-dimensional about it. Oh, you don't like the fact that he isn't, crying? Kissing up to his friends? Now, I will give this commenter credit that they said that they agree that the original ending is shit too. So, you're good there. I wonder what this person would think.
Okay, so what would he like then? What would they have liked then?
Aaron's character should have ended up doing. What do you think he should have done then?
Yeah, honestly.
What wouldn't make him one-dimensional? I seriously doubt there is anything more one-dimensional than a character saying, hey, I'm just a fucking idiot. I don't know what the fuck I was doing this whole time. No, I'm just dumb and I just got too much power. That is the most 1D garbage.
Or when he said that he was going to do the rumbling regardless. Basically saying that him doing rumbling is simply inevitable, no matter what reasoning behind it is. Wow.
Bullshit I've ever seen in my life. Really, a facade? Really? That is one. Oh, I'm just a fucking bad guy. I'm just crazy. I lost my mind. That is one-dimensional. That is bullshit. That is garbage. So if you want to hate on something, you can hate on the original work for making Aaron 1D and undoing all of his character progression that you and me both saw him work up to. This was 2 seasons in the making. Well, this was all seasons in the making, but season 3 we saw Aaron punch the wimp or whatever out of himself. We watched him punch the crybaby who couldn't get
Bro, I don't even have to use the original manga. I can just use the fan manga. In the fan manga, he punched a mirror. We saw him standing in front of a mirror shattered. We clearly know that he's not a fan of this. He's not a fan of doing the fucking rumbling. Like, I don't have to use the visual manga. I can use the fan manga to prove my fucking point. Like, come on, bro.
done out of
I don't even have to
himself
use the fucking
and
visual manga for
in
this
his
shit, man.
will to live back from his mother's posthumous words, we saw him become this character.
Told ya? Fuck, man.
We saw him go into Marley and just try and see all of this shit, see if anything could be done. We saw him ask Hanji, can anything be done? No.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that true. If you want to use the original manga, that too. If he was one dimensional, you would never ask Hanji about any alternative plan. Like, so, oh my goodness, it's just crazy, man. And also, if anything, why would he wait? If he knew that the rumbling was going to be, if he wanted to do the rumbling regardless, why did he wait so long? He could have done it way earlier. He didn't have to spend time fixing the damn rail, doing the establishing the fucking rails and shit. You didn't have to do that. Could have gone missing, went to Mali and done that shit earlier.
No. So he was a fucking cornered rat, and he decided to go with the...
Like, why? And again, why he waited so long? He went to the fucking, when he first time went to Mali, he really went to the fucking meeting and shit. He waited purposely because he wanted to know there's another way.
Choice that would make his innocent fucking people live. Period. What is one-dimensional about that?
But even then, I don't have to use the visual manga. I use the fan manga. He literally says you have the power. He combined the Founding Titans and the Attack Titan to see different alternative outcomes and alternative futures. How's that make him one? How's that make him one-dimensional? He literally did the He literally did. This is always an example I always use when it comes to this. He literally did the Doctor Strange thing, the Doctor Strange example, or the Paul Atreides thing, like the Golden Path, right? Like the Doctor. Oh, I'm using the Doctor Strange one. Doctor Strange one. He was like, "Yo," they were asking him. I don't know who asked him directly. I think it was Captain America or something like that. But you asked him, "Yo, what's the possibility of us winning against Thanos?" And literally, Doctor Strange told him, "There's one timeline. There's one way. There's only one timeline that that uh that happens where they actually beat Thanos, and that means all the pieces have to fall into place, including Iron Man's death and shit." So again, that's essentially what Aaron did. He essentially did a Doctor Strange, tried to solve all the alternative outcomes and timelines, and realized that the one that matches there's only one that matches his desire. That's all that it is, bro. And I don't know how to make it one-dimensional, because if he was one-dimensional, he wouldn't have done that. He was, he was like, I don't know, man. He was just done, man. I did it because I wanted to. He's evil.
Now, this second gripe, I guess, depends on the person. He says, "Kid Aaron enjoying the rumbling ruins his character because it shows he's just a one-dimensional psychopath. The reason we audience sympathize with Aaron's decisions is because of the trauma he's been through. But Kid Aaron hasn't been through any of it, which makes it impossible to side with him."
Okay, here's also the issue. Again, this is canon adjacent. You have to take canon into account. Also, this kid, okay, I don't think he actually read it. I honestly think he hasn't actually read it. Because again, this dude is crazy. The kid Aaron, okay, that version of Aaron has not, okay, let me explain this real quick. Adult Aaron took the kid version of himself, the one that hasn't seen the towers crumble yet. He took the one that hasn't seen his mother die. So yes, he again, and first of all, and also, he hasn't seen the rumbling. If you actually look at the panels, right? And I can't believe I have to fucking do this shit, man. Like I don't want to do this. Ugh, let's fucking do this shit, bro. Cause if you actually look at the part one, he doesn't see the rumbling happening. They're just standing on clouds in the middle in the sky. And I can't believe again I have to go back. I have to fucking go to this shit, man. So again, I'm gonna turn off the music, so I only need it. Oh my goodness, it's gonna take so fucking long to restart. Again, this kid Aaron has not seen his mother die yet. He hasn't been through the trauma yet. So, to say that, again, that's just being disingenuous, because, again, this kid Aaron has not been through trauma yet. And also, if you look here, they're just on the clouds. They're literally standing on clouds in the empty sky. So again, Aaron has not told the adult Aaron has not told the kid Aaron what's happening. Well, at least he does not tell him the rumbling and shit. He purposely hides that information. So where they're standing on right now, again, they're not seeing the rumbling. It's just the sky. So again, that this scene is a heavy reference to the original one, which also has Aaron in the sky and shit. So if anything, that's the original's fault for doing that, because they're just they got that from the original. They just fucking expanded on it a little bit. So if anything, you blame the original for that.
Now, to this one, I say I view him above the clouds as more of like he's getting a taste of what freedom feels like, right? He doesn't in that moment he doesn't understand that the rumbling
She again, yeah, again, adult the kid version of himself does not and it's so understandable from the dialogue from the some part two. It's so you could literally understand from part two, legitimately. If you understand the dialogue in part two, he does not know about what the adult version of himself is doing. He does not know. He's not aware of it. Literally, just reading the dialogue, it's implying that the kid version of himself does not know what the adult that legitimately, like, that shows that the kid version of Aaron, based by the dialogue itself, he does not know what the fuck his adult self is doing. Just by the dialogue itself, it's implying that he does not that he is not aware of what the adult version of himself is doing at all. So again, that's just you not reading. That's not you. That's just you not fucking reading properly, bro. That's just literally just you not reading properly. Because again, this version of Aaron is before all shit hits the fan, and again, he is not aware of it. Adult Aaron does not tell him how he achieves that freedom. He just shows him what it was and say, "Oh shit, I get to have this? Cool, bro."
he just feels the encroaching freedom. Like freedom is I can feel it. It's almost here. He's not physically riding above the rumbling. That's
Nope.
the way I interpret it. Everyone else
No, no, Browns. You're that's just how it's supposed to be interpreted. So you're pretty much correct. And again, go to part two, and just off the dialogue itself, he's not really much of aware. He's not much of aware of what he's doing. He doesn't know what his adult version of himself is doing.
can have their own interpretations. This I will not argue to like till the death because that's up to audience interpretation. My interpretation is
Yeah, again, you can either think that he's a genuinely fucking crazy ass kid, or you can literally, or judging by the dialogue, it's literally implied that he does not know. He does not know the method of how Aaron is achieving this. How his adult
he
version
was
is
in the
achieving this. Sorry.
clouds getting this feeling of freedom and he didn't understand what it meant, how it was achieved,
Yep.
how it got there
Yep.
because he's a kid because
Yup. Yup. That's facts. He felt it. Yep. He felt all that shit, but he did not know how the fuck to get it.
he's innocent. He
You
is
don't
not
know.
at the same time of the rumbling like riding a rainbow, riding a cloud above the actual literal rumbling. It's a metaphor for him feeling the encroaching freedom. He doesn't know how, he doesn't know why, he doesn't get it. He just feels, wow, like this is what freedom feels like. I feel it's coming. I feel it near. That was my interpretation. I'm not going to fight to like die on any hill with that because I don't know. You really would have to ask Isayama what exactly that meant, I guess. Okay, number 3. If Mikasa doesn't kill Eren, then her character will be ruined because it would mean that she remained the same from the start to the end of the show. Mind you, it's impossible to kill Eren without him wanting it because, as you said in the vid, he's a god. But this fan project has taken away this reason for wanting to or allow himself to be killed because he has no greater plan for his friends, like making them the savior of humanity, which the original ending did, and made it make sense why Eren didn't go as hard as he could have.
Oh, okay. I'll explain this. No. I'm saying no to this. Mikasa's character is pretty much ruined because she never moves on from Eren. If you pay attention to the ending of the last chapter, the extended ending, right? She has never. The scarf is very symbolic of their relationship, and if she has truly moved on, we would have seen her without the scarf, or at least have it somewhere else. From what we've seen in the extended pages, she has that scarf on until she dies. Even when she's in her grave, she has the scarf on. This really implies that she never truly moved on from him at all. That's what's really implying there, that she has never truly moved on from him. And again, we do not know what her daily life is after Aaron's demise. So, from all we know, she's just doing the basic necessities of living, and then that's it. Right? And whoever her husband is, probably Jean, whatever, that's it's also implying that the reason why the reason why Mikasa even got with someone else is just out of circumstance. So, she's never truly moved on because that scarf is representative of that, and then she has it until she dies. So that makes all the moving on, air quotes, superficial. So because she has that scarf on until she dies. And again, he has no greater plan for his friends. And here's the thing, though, he can't say it's a plan per se, because all he did was just set up because first of all, I'm gonna say this right now. Um, he does not know. So basically, he didn't really make a good plan per se. He kind of just hoped that it would work, because again, it was established in the last chapters. I think in the final chapter, he does not know what's gonna happen after he dies. He literally says that. So he does not know what the fuck's gonna happen to the island at all. So he can just that the island could just been destroyed shortly after, and he wouldn't even fucking know.
All right. Let's get started on this. So, in stories, there are characters that the world around them change and they remain static. And then there's shows, movies where the character changes to adapt to the static world, right? So, we at first we're to believe that Aaron is one of these characters who is just static, right? Like the world changes.
And also, the fan project taking away his reasoning for wanting to allow himself to be killed because there's no greater plan for his friends or making him survive you. Yes, that's the whole fucking point. Bro, ain't no motherfucking way, bro. No, he doesn't want himself to be killed. That's the whole fucking. Oh my goodness, bro. Yeah, of course the fan project is gonna take that away, his reasoning for wanting to kill Alonso to be killed. Cause he doesn't want him, he doesn't want himself to, he doesn't want to die. The second half, literally the second half of it, like, yeah, of course. Because he doesn't want to die. Legitimately, he does not want to die. So obviously, yeah, they're gonna take away his reasoning and wanting to be this sacrificial lamb, because he doesn't want to die. Like, I don't know how you do not get that. Like, of course the fan pod is gonna take that part away from him, because he does not want to fucking die. He got a fucking kid on the way and shit. You think he wants to die before he sees his kid? No. Who doesn't want to die? So of course the fan pod is gonna take that part away. Come on, man.
Around him, he remains the same. Which, for the most part, is true, right? Like, he has this desire for freedom, which AOTNR makes it clear that it's implanted in him by his adult self, right? Because it's not the typical thing you see in children where, they're killing two kidnappers because they believe in freedom over all things.
I wouldn't say it's implanted in him. I would say that it's more it's it would greater boost his motivation, because the idea of freedom was already implanted in him by Armin when he read the book, right? When he read a book like a year ago. So that idea of freedom was implanted in him. It's just that idea of it strengthened because of what he experienced here. So I wouldn't say it's implanted per se, but I would say it got strengthened a lot.
all else, right? Like
Or his goal of it got stronger. Because you already had that. You already had the idea of freedom from Armin's books a year ago, prior to chapter one. So he already had the idea of freedom in his head. It's just that when after we experienced in part one, it just that more that idea just got strengthened in his mind.
if you encroach on my freedom, I'll kill you. I won't hesitate, right? That is not a normal child thought. So and AOTNR fixes that by having the memories of adult Aaron, well, the feelings of adult Aaron implanted in child Aaron when he's asleep under the tree.
Which correlates all the way back to episode one when he wakes up to the tree crying. So yeah. So it literally calls back all the way back to episode one when he's in the tree crying. So Churchill, if you have an issue with feelings being implanted, go all the way back. Go talk about that about episode one when he wakes up crying. So
In the very beginning of the show. That makes everything make sense. That makes Aaron's quote, quote, edgy, quote, quote, psychopathic behavior as a child make sense. He has this adult feeling inside of him from the future, right? I desire freedom. I deserve freedom. All of this stuff drives him. It drives him to join the Survey Corps. It drives him to kill Mikasa's kidnappers. It drives him. These adult feelings that are implanted in him by
pause on that. I wouldn't say that because again, um, because I mean, you could also argue that it was implanted to kill Mikasa's kidnappers, but he killed Mikasa's kidnappers before, chronologically, anyways. Chronologically, he killed Mikasa's kidnappers before episode one even started. So,
this leaf, right? In AOTNR. This is something Isayama failed to do or did very poorly because it wasn't 100% clear, right? Why Aaron had such adult thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Same with Mikasa. Anyway, this comment's about Mikasa, so let's go back to Mikasa. Mikasa is also like a static character at first, but she has her moment where she gets her character development when she realizes she's been viewing Aaron through rose-colored glasses. She's like, if Aaron's always been this person, what version of him have I been seeing? And so she realized, holy shit, this is who Aaron's always been. And so it's up to her to either choose to ride with him or to go against him. And even now, in canon, we don't have an answer for what ultimately made her choose to go against him. Him hugging her, him telling her to forget about her. Why does that make her suddenly get the gall to fucking kill him? That doesn't.
and also, Browns, you have to realize too, we have to realize what she does after. Right? After she just kills Aaron, what happens? Yeah, sure, she has a family and shit, whatever, whatever. But she still has a scarf around her neck, and she dies with it on her neck. So, all the stuff that happens after she kills Aaron is superficial. Because, oh, she has a family, so she has a family and stuff, so she moved on. I mean, not really. Because she still has a scarf on her neck. She still visits his grave, like priorly. I don't know how much she does it. But she's been visiting him, until she dies. And she dies with the scarf on his neck, with the scarf on her neck. So all of her air quotes moving on it's surface level. It's like superficial. So I won't even say that she properly moved on because she didn't. She never did. She never properly moved on from him at all. And she got with her husband, whether it's John or who fuck whatever, I don't care. she got with whoever she got with out of circumstance. Again, it's the fucking Jada Pinkett, Will Smith, Tupac shit. Oh
Make any
shit.
sense. That doesn't make any sense at all. No, I won't forget you. I'm just gonna kill you and remember you forever. That doesn't make any sense. I'm so sorry. It doesn't. Like, it really doesn't. And so we're told, like, we're clued to believe that the Acker bond maybe isn't real, but we have
No, it's not real. Zeke debunked it in chapter 130, 131. If I'm correct, he debunked it. If I'm correct. So yeah. So she's wrong here. The Akron bond does not exist at all.
evidence of the contrary. Say it's real, say it's not real. Say she's obsessed, say she's devoted, whatever you want to say. Mikasa should not have tried to kill Eren. I'm so sorry. When she was given that choice, all of humanity or Eren, I'm sorry, like, in my opinion, we don't have anything in the series to facilitate the fact that she would choose someone over Eren. We don't have anything in the series to facilitate that decision. Oh, but remember when she, did this? Remember when she went straight to help Historia rather than unlock Eren in season 3? Okay, sure, but that doesn't mean she would leave her most cherished love to fucking die. Like, that
And
doesn't mean
also, but the reason why she even went there in the first place, the reason why she went to save Historia, air quotes, is because Aaron was also kidnapped as well. Aaron was also kidnapped as well. So if Historia just got kidnapped, I would highly doubt that she would do it. If anything, she'd probably just do it out of order, not like. No, I think the reason why she went that freaking crazy in season 3 is because Aaron got kidnapped with Historia as well. So.
she would kill him either. And so we really needed to see her separate herself from Eren. We needed to see her have a moment where she was like, you know what? I'm more than
And also, when Aaron got kidnapped by Reiner and then Historia was telling, yo, relax on your mirror, or be careful with your mirror, Mikasa literally threatened Historia. So we're not gonna forget that. So she really threatened Historia, like, yo, if you get in my way, I'm gonna kill you. I'm not, that's not what she said one to one, but that's pretty much actually what she implied. Like, if you get in my way, I'm gonna. If you get in my way of saving Aaron, I'm gonna kill you. So.
my connection to Eren. I'm a princess in fucking Hizuru. Like, I have
And that goes nowhere. Her being a princess goes nowhere. There is no reason for her to be a princess at all. Legitimately, it goes nowhere. The reason why the Asma Beetle even came to the island is because Zeke convinced them, or Zeke told them about the fucking resources and shit. That's why they went there. They don't care about Mikasa at all. So her being a princess means nothing at all. There's no point of her being a princess at all.
family over there. I can make family over there. Like, anything, she like neglects Hizuru. She rejects them.
And that's a problem. Because the issue is, she could have been a pretty important factor. Because again, I don't know, because one of Falco's friends implied that Eldians in Marley are being treated the best, right? The mainland Eldians, whatever. The ones in Marley are being treated the best. They're the best conditions. So that implies that he's who treats the Eldians worse than fucking Marley does. And you know what? Mikasa could have been the bridge. Because guess what? She's half Eldian, half Asian. She could have been a big factor into that. But again, that goes nowhere. So her being a princess means, again, nothing. And that would have been so cool. going to Hizu and shit and see how aliens are being treated there, and then like, oh, so you're willing to help us out? You're willing to help us aliens over here on the island, but you can't do anything about the ones that are being treated here. That would have been fucking cool. I would want to see that. See more places and shit. I would love to see fucking what Hizu looks like. Fuck yeah. But no, we never see Hizu. We don't know. We never seen Hizu. So again, that her Mikasa being a princess means nothing. There's no point of her being a princess. It's a waste. It's literally nothing but to add on to fucking Mary Sue shit. So like, no. There's no point of her being a princess, and if you can't say, oh, what about the kidnappers? The kidnappers did not go at her because she was a princess. No, they just kidnapped her because she was Asian. She could have not been a princess, and still would have been kidnapped because she's Asian. So again, her being a princess goes nowhere. There's no point of her being a princess at all. It's a waste, honestly.
And she's like, no, I'm fucking with my Paradisians. I'm fucking with Eren. Come back, Eren. We will share the burdens of this genocide with you. Come back. Why the fuck did she kill him? Because some cabin timeline shit that's not even explained in canon? No, Mikasa is a static character.
True that, it's not even explained. We don't even know if it's an alternative timeline or if it's something that Eren fabricated based off of a different choice or what he had assumed. Because first of all, we don't know where the fuck they went. They don't know where the fuck they went. We can assume they went to some offshore, not offshore, some random rural land in Mali. I don't even fucking know. We don't know. So again, we don't know. We can assume that's an alternate timeline, or we can assume that it's a fabrication in the past based off a different choice that she could have made. We don't fucking know. And due to the location, due to the fact that we don't know where they're at, whether they're in Marley or whether they're in the fucking rural lands of Marley or the rural lands of Elia, like that kind of implies that it's not a real timeline. It's just some fabrication that he made up based off of an alternative decision or what he assumed what's gonna happen. We don't know, and I don't know, and I don't care because it's still ass.
A static character. And if she wasn't supposed to be, Isayama failed. So no, it doesn't.
I don't even care that Mikasa's a static character. I just don't fucking like her as a character, bro. She's just Sakura, but slightly. She's just basically a Sakura, but slightly better. Oh, actually, no. Actually, no. I think they're the same because Sakura wasn't born strong. Sakura wasn't born a bit like fuck. No, no. I would say they're both on the equal playing field. Mikasa's better reasoning for liking Eren than Sakura liking Sasuke, but Sakura at least got like she trained and shit like that, man. She trained to get the strength that she got. Mikasa just got it. Like legitimately, she did not train for that strength. She just went through something. She went through something to get that strength. So she can literally just not have trained after she got that Ackerman strength, and legitimately still would be as strong or would be the strongest out of the wonderful cadets. So, I don't like that, bro. I don't like her to just match you good at everything.
She's devoted to Eren. That's what her character is. Devotion to Eren. That's what it is.
And again, the ending kind of implied that because she has the scarf on until she dies. She's buried with that scarf on her neck. So it kind of, again, I wouldn't say that the Ackerman bond or whatever, but that kind of just implies that her love for him never truly escaped, and she went with this random dude out of circumstance.
No, it doesn't ruin her character at all, in my opinion. It just means that she's a static character.
And here's the problem. Also, Church L was basically assuming that Mikasa's not gonna have a moment. And again, we're not even halfway through 18 Requiem, so you can't even say that. You can't even say that unironically without having disingenuous in it.
Now, what does
or ingenuity, whatever the fuck it's called.
Isayama thought he could have his cake and eat it too by making her choose her friends or Paradisians over Aaron, but then still making her remember him until her last day, being buried in the scarf, blah 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 blah. It's like, if she was that trapped by her devotion to Aaron that she has to die in his scarf, then she would not have killed him. Then Isayama forced her to kill him for the plot.
Yeah.
And that was not in her character to
And
do.
that's the problem. It's so superficial. That's the part. If she had, I don't care if she had the scarf, but like to wear it until your death, bro. Come on, like come on, man. Like if she had that like scarf like folded in like in a drawer somewhere, and like she moved on with her life, I would and like then like or then like when she's like old and she's like, oh shit, I forgot about this. I would have liked that. But the problem is we do not know what Mikasa does her daily life after Eren. We can just assume that she does the basic necessities of living, and then she somehow has a family with some random dude. We can assume that's Jean, but we will never know. And then again, she dies with the scarf on her neck, implying that she never really moved on from Eren. So again, all the moving on, air quotes, it's superficial.
Those are my thoughts on that. Argue with your mom. Like, I don't care. That's my opinion. That's my stance, and I'm standing on it. I don't care. 10 toes down. 4. If Levi doesn't kill Zeke, then his promise to Erwin doesn't come true, ruining both their characters in one fell swoop. This, I will not argue with. I don't give a fuck. Honestly, like, oh no, he didn't fulfill his last promise to Erwin, you know?
And I don't care about that because that's what happened to your Levi squad, huh? What happened to your squad? Why you could avenge Erwin, right? But you're not gonna avenge your fucking squad, who you've been with for years. That you make that make motherfucking. I get it, yeah. Erwin's the one who brought you into the Circuit Court, yeah, whatever. But you don't fight with him 24/7. That's your squad. That's you. That's Petra. That's fucking Udo, whatever his name. That's Gunfer. That's Eld, whatever his name is. Right? Those are people you fight things with 24/7. And the fact that you have no resolve to at least harm Annie in any way for her death or your squad because of her. Do you really care about your squad then? Did you ever really care about your squad? At all. And that's just an inconsistency because I have to use supplementary material for this. I haven't seen the prequel manga to this. I haven't seen the prequel anime. I haven't watched it. Haven't seen it, but I have seen a clip. It was called No Regrets. It's a prequel. It's prequel, basically a young Levi joining the Survey Corps, like his rookie years. And what happened is there was this Titan who ate his first squad, right? And he went fucking berserk on that Titan. He fucking cut it up to pieces and shit like that. So here's the thing: he has that energy for the first time that killed his first squad. He has that energy for Zeke, but he ain't got that same energy for Annie. Like, that's just inconsistent. Like, bro, come on, bro.
Who else didn't fulfill their promise? Fucking Mikasa. She promised to keep Eren safe. Remember that? Remember when Mikasa told Eren's mom that she'd fucking protect Eren and keep him safe? Remember that? Oh,
Yeah, cause she told cause Mikasa wanted no sorry, I think it was Aaron's mom wanted to like look like Mikasa like protect Aaron and shit like that, and she even agreed to that, and then yeah, she didn't. So yeah, she didn't keep her promise, so whatever, due to circumstance.
killed him, right? In canon, she killed him. She didn't fulfill her promise. That ruins her character, right? No.
What about but what about what was the thing? What about the best Levi quote? Give up on your dreams and die. What a number! If you wanna go all thematically, I don't talk about themes a lot. But if I want to be an asshole, be an asshole for this one. What about thematically? Oh no! oh no, what about on for number 4? We can say, oh, thematically, Levi says give up on your dreams and die. You can argue that, oh, if Levi doesn't kill Zeke, he gave up on the dream and then he died. Ooh, right? You can pull that same shit if he doesn't end up killing Zeke in AOT&R. Again, AOT&R even isn't okay. I understand he said if, like AOT&R isn't done. So, but what about the again? Give up on your dreams and die. So that can correlate to hey, happens here. He gave up on his dream to kill Zeke, and then he died to some for some reason, whether it be sacrificing himself to protect one of the younger ones, whatever. You could say he gave up on a dream to kill Zeke. So you telling me, if you want to get all thematically, if you want to get all thematically, or want to do a callback, you can argue that hey, maybe in the future AOT&R, Levi will sacrifice himself to save one of the Circle members, so therefore he would give up on his dream to kill Zeke because he sacrificed and died because he sacrificed himself. So yeah. So yeah. Erwin, he gave up on his dream. He wanted to see he wanted to see what's in the basement to prove his father's theory is correct. He wanted to go in the basement. But Levi told him, give up on your dream and die. That quote can't correlate to what's gonna happen to Levi or foreshadow what's gonna happen to Levi. So yeah, people not achieving the dreams or promises or whatever, it's in the fucking series.
Shut the fuck up. Like, there is a cruel irony to, like, promises that are made in media, right? Like, you promise nothing bad will happen if we do this? Yeah, I promise. And then, boom, the worst fucking thing happens. That's, like, dramatic irony. Maybe not dramatic irony. I forgot what dramatic.
It's no. It will be like a situational irony. It's like you expect something to happen, but something else happens. It'll be if yeah, it'll be situational irony. So basically, oh, you expected for that person to keep the promise only due to outside circumstances. Oh shit, they don't keep their promise. So it will be situational irony. It would be dramatic irony. Dramatic irony is like it's like sarcasm. That's essentially what dramatic irony is. It's sarcasm. Oh no, that's not dramatic irony. Okay, dramatic irony is when an audience or reader knows more than the characters in the story. Okay, yeah. Sorry. So that's not dramatic irony. That's verbal. Because sarcasm is some type of irony. It's like what, verbal irony? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So again, it's just it's situational irony. You expect or you have the expectations of Levi keeping his promise to Erwin, but that doesn't happen. Yeah, I really need to I need to freshen up my irony skill because dramatic irony is when the audience know more than the character. Okay, so yeah. Anyway, number four would be basically situational irony. He promises to Erwin that he'll avenge him, and then he doesn't, due to some reason. Whether that be he sacrifices himself or he makes a different decision. And yeah. So no, and again, it correlates to what Levi has said to Erwin. Give up on your dreams and die. And if we want to go by that whole standpoint, that's probably gonna happen with Levi. Something's gonna happen. We have to make a decision either to kill Zeke or to save one of the Circle members, and he decided to save one of the Circle members at a cost of his own life. So he gave up on his dream to kill Zeke, and then he died. Again, that's my prediction. That's what I think is gonna happen, right? But again, we don't know, right? It could have happened exact same way it happened in 137. So we don't know.
Irony is when the audience knows something that the characters don't.
That's dramatic irony.
So that's just plain flat out irony.
Yeah, it's ironic. It's okay. That's not the right irony that she's using, but it's ironic, but it's situational irony. Because you expected, you had the expectation of Levi trying to keep that promise, only to fucking fail in the end. So yeah,
Set up and foreshadowing. Hey, like promise no one gets hurt. I promise. Boom, someone dies, right?
yeah, or like, oh yeah, when Walter promises Jesse, yo, no one else has to get hurt, only for Mike to die, only for Mike to die. All these people, yo, bro, yeah, so yeah, only
That's
for Mike to die, Hank dies, like yeah, a bunch of people die. So yeah, so again, it's a situational irony. When Walter says in Breaking Bad, yo, we don't have to hurt anyone else. Yeah, that turns out not to be true because a lot of people get hurt and people die. So again, it's just situational irony.
like I don't know. That's a normal fucking thing that authors do. So if
Yeah,
Levi didn't get to kill
it's literally fine.
Zeke, then it would just make it that much more sad for him. Let's say Levi died.
Guess what? Or when Aaron literally lied, when he lied and says, "Yo, I'm not gonna leave Paradise's future up to fate," and he basically did. So he didn't keep that promise, did he? So again, like, come on, man. That just happened. That just happens in the series. People not keeping up to their promises either due to circumstances or just plain deception. It happens in the series. It happens a lot in different shows. Like, come on, man. Come on, bro. Or when fucking or when Jimmy or when well, I'm doing Better Call Saul. When Jimmy promises Chuck, yo, I'm gonna change, but I'm gonna do this. He does it. He does it at first, but then as he progresses, he goes back to what he was, Saul Goodman. So again, it's just situational irony, bro.
Dies, right? That would make his death even more like of a gut punch. Holy shit, he couldn't do Irwin's last order. He spent years doing order after order after order after order for Irwin, and his last request, his dying wish, he couldn't even do. That would make all the bitches cry in the theater. That would make all the bitches cry. Oh my god, he just wanted to fulfill his last wish. That's good writing. That's flipping shit on its head.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. I would say I'll say it depends on the execution of it, but I think it would have been better. I think it would have been better if he was in a conflict to where he either had to protect one of the scouts from dying, or he goes after Zeke and then that scout dies. So for example, like let's just say Jean is in the fucking pickle, and then we have or let's just say for example, let's use part four as an example. Let's just use for example Reiner was we know Reiner's by himself off top of Aaron. Let's say Reiner's in a fucking pickle and he's about to die, and we see Zeke pop out. We can have Levi being conflicted. He kills Zeke, Reiner dies. He saves Reiner, Zeke doesn't get killed. So again, it's and then he saves Reiner, but he dies in the process due to either getting eaten by a Titan or he dies due to blood loss or some shit. Or he gets like injured to the point where he can't fight, and then he dies either to blood loss or he just gets eaten. So again, we don't know what's gonna happen. We don't know what's gonna happen in part. We don't know what happened with AOT or not. If Levi is not able, I don't care if he does kill Zeke or not. It would make sense why he doesn't kill Zeke. And it would make sense why he wouldn't. He does kill Zeke. It would happen. It would make sense either way. Whew, I want to see number five. I want to see number five. Come on, let's go number five. Let's go number five. Let's go number five.
That's a fucking twist. That's good. That would be good writing. Irwin's character is fine. He's dead. So Levi not being able to fulfill Irwin's last request.
And yeah, and guess what? Owen never achieved his dream. His dream was to prove his father's theory correct by saying it to outside people that he wanted to go to the basement. And he never did. So he never achieved his dream. So people not achieving their dreams in the show or in the other shows, it just happens.
would have no impact on Erwin at all.
Oh my goodness. Let's please
Okay.
let's go to another one.
Historia
Woo!
betraying Ymir Mikasa.
Yes! Okay. Historia betraying Ymir Mikasa by having Aaron's bait is when she doesn't like that is doing when he doesn't like that she's doing the rumbling kill the character too. Okay. First of all, she agreed to it in the original motherfucking manga. She agreed to it in the motherfucking manga. Right? And also, why would she ask Aaron about having a kid? Why ask that if she's not implying something? But let me get back into it. First of all, how is she betraying Ymir Freckle? How is she betraying Freckle Ymir? First of all, Freckle Ymir wanted Historia to live her life, to be selfish and live her life. And first of all, that's kind of Mikasa's fault because Mikasa had so many opportunities to tell Aaron how she felt and she never did. So okay, let me say this. How is Historia betraying Ymir exactly? She's taking Ymir's message to heart. Live your life. Be selfish, right? And so she's not betraying Ymir. How is she betraying Ymir? Yeah, first of all, Ymir is dead, right? Ymir is dead. Ymir and Historia never dated. The only reason they're canon is because the fucking an art director, I think he confirmed it. Was he in the right? It wasn't Isayama himself. It was a fucking it was some anime. It was the anime director or some shit like that who confirmed it. And I'm sorry, dude. I'm not gonna accept that. I'm not gonna accept. It's not even the right. I'm not gonna accept. Some random dude saying that it's canon. No, I'm not accepting that. Cause it was never canonized in the show itself. So I'm not gonna use outside sources to confirm a fucking ship. No, I'm not doing that. And also, wait a minute, bro. By that logic, would you say that Mikasa betrayed Eren in the end? Because she ends up having a kid. She ends up having kids with someone else. So, by that logic, right? By that logic, would you say that Mikasa betrayed Eren? Like, rule for thee, not for me. Can't keep the same energy, huh? Because I'm assuming by this law, I'm assuming by this logic, what he means by this is that since Ymir and Historia were air quotes dating, you know that never happened in the canon. They were dating. That's betraying her. So, if because he doesn't specify if it's Freckle Ymir or Ymir Fritz, but I'm assuming it's Freckle Ymir because I don't think his story never doesn't know about Ymir Fritz at all. So I'm assuming it's Freckle Ymir. So, no, I wouldn't say it's betrayal because first of all, it was Ymir that left her on the island. She literally and guess what? When Ymir found out that Eren has the founding titan, Ymir was like, holy shit, there is a future inside the walls. And then guess what she did? Guess what Ymir did? She left Historia behind on the island and went back to Monolith Reiner and the others. So how is that betraying Ymir exactly? How is Historia betraying Ymir exactly on that one? Ymir left her on the island. Historia was willing to go back, was willing to go to Mali with her. But no. So I don't get how's that betraying her, how's that betraying Ymir exactly? And then also Mikasa. First of all, again, she gonna take Ymir's message to heart. Live your life. Be selfish, right? And guess what? You know what being selfish is? You take what you want, and okay, here's the thing. You take what you want, and if other people get hurt, boo hoo. Alright? If other people get hurt, boo motherfucking who. Okay? So again, that also call out goes back to Mikasa's fault because Mikasa didn't confess earlier. If Mikasa had so much time to directly confess her feelings to Eren, to be blunt about it. but she doesn't. And again, and again, and again. Um, she is with his plan in canon and in the freaking dude. Like she she yes, she doesn't like what she doesn't like what Aaron is doing, but she's still with him. She's still with his plan in canon and in the fucking in canon as well. And in canon, she even have his baby. She had the farmer's baby. So, like, what do you? So again, that's more that's the canon problem. That's canon's fault. Okay.
Casa by having Aaron's baby when she doesn't like that he is doing the rumbling killed her character too.
Again, she agreed to the plan in canon, and in canon, she didn't give birth to Aaron's kid. She gave birth to the farmer's kid. So again, that's canon's fault. So basically, he's saying the canon ruined her character. No, you can't blame. Okay, you can't blame Aaron. You can't blame Aaron and R for that. You can't blame Aaron and R for that because she went with the plan, and she even had his kid. She had someone else's kid. So how is that? How is that Aaron and R's fault? That's canon's fault.
I'm just so tired of this shit. There is no betraying Ymir. Ymir is dead. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. First of all, there's no betraying Ymir. It's become a tiresome, pointless argument. Yeah, I know. Like, again, it's stupid because first of all, his Ymir is dead. Number one. Number two, they never dated, right? Historia never knew when Historia never knew that Ymir was serious about marriage until she found out the letter, until she read the letter. So yeah, no, that's not true. So yeah. Also, um, how she's not really betraying Ymir exactly because she's still keeping her message to heart. You know, live for yourself, be selfish, be more like take what be more like like go after your own desires and shit like that. So how's that betraying Ymir? If anything, that really that doesn't really betray Ymir because she's still taking her message to heart. And also for Mikasa, Historia and Mikasa are not really much close friends at all. Like we don't really get any moments. We barely get any moments of them even interacting with each other. They only interacted when it was the Shizu meeting. That's it. Besides that, they don't really interact at all. If I don't think they ever interacted after that. I think they only interacted in the flashback of the Hizu meeting, and that's it. After that, they never interacted. So, and then also again, she's taking Ymir's message to heart. Therefore, you can argue, yeah, she's betraying Mikasa. But again, like it's not like Mikasa and Eren are fucking dating. Like Eren's his own man. If he wants to sleep around, he can sleep around, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, yo. So I could agree on the second part on betraying Mikasa, but for Ymir, no, I don't agree with that. But then again, that's Mikasa's fault because she didn't confess her feelings. She didn't confess her feelings bluntly. It was too late, bro. That's her fault. She had she had ample time to confess her truth, who bluntly confessed her feelings to Eren, and never did it directly. So that's her fault. That's Mikasa's fault. Don't be mad that Astoria took your nigga, bro. That's all I gotta say.
That's just like saying someone can't get a second wife like Joe Biden. He betrayed his wife who died tragically in a car crash by marrying someone else. As if his wife would have wanted him to be miserable for the rest of his life. Come on now. stop. Anyway, Historia having a baby with Aaron would do more for her character than the canon, her having a baby with a fucking guy who's
Yes, because guess what? She's taking Ymir's message to her heart. She's saying she wants to live for herself. And again, it's also in character because the reason why she was born is essentially due to I forgot why she was born. Because I don't want to mix in my fucking because in my fanfic I have a reasoning why she's born, but it's an AU fanfic, so it like the events in the story are not the same at all. But uh I forgot what. Okay, but the reason, but let's just say for example, her mother did not have her out of love. That's all I gotta say. So and she does not want that. She doesn't want to have a child because to protect herself or to benefit herself or anything. She wants to have a child out of love. So no, I wouldn't say. And guess what? Um, she's doing it with only in a character that truly understands. Yeah. That's true, Phil Horn. That's true, right? That's that, Phil Horn. You're on the money on that one. That's true because they truly understand each other. And I'm and I'm sorry, dude. Like even like and again, she wants to turn a have into a want, right? So and again in part two, she does not want. She knows that Aaron was planning on killing himself after the rumbling, and she does not want him. She doesn't want him to die. So it's just like again, I don't fucking like. Again, that's just her taking Ymir's message to heart and being more selfish. It's like, okay, I like this guy. Okay, I have feelings for this guy. Yes, I'm aware that someone else likes him, but I don't care. I'm still gonna shoot my shot. I'm still gonna shoot my shot. If I fail, I fail. If I succeed, I succeed. Right? And it's not like, and again, that's Mikasa's fault because and it's Mikasa's fault because she doesn't directly confess to Aaron. If Mikasa and Aaron were dating and then Historia did that, yeah, I can understand why you would not like her as much. But again, Historia and Aaron are not dating, and guess what? We never got a thought that Aaron had any romantic feelings again for Mikasa until the last chapter. So I don't know, like. If anything, that her having a kid of Aaron makes sense for her character more than having one of a farmer. Because the reason why she had that kid in the first place was to protect herself. So guess what? Guess what? She ended up just like her mom, having a kid to protect herself or to better herself. Because guess what? When she was fucking, guess when she was guess when her story's mother was like escort for her for her dad for Story's dad. Guess what she was wearing? She's wearing a fucking coat with a fur and shit. Like she was having a good life. She had a fucking good life. And again, I have that. I have my fanfic will further delve into a bit of that. Except again, it's an AU, so events will be different and shit like that, and circumstances will be different. But again, some of the events will be similar. But yeah, but again, like she kind of ended up like having him like she literally just had the child just to protect herself instead of having out of love or some shit. And again, it logically does not make sense for a story to have a child because again, let me repeat it, let me remind you, Zeke, the MPs already drank the motherfucking wine. They drank Zeke's spinal fluid. So her getting pregnant again makes no sense in canon. But in the fanfic, though, it makes sense. It actually makes sense now. Because the reason why she's having Aaron's kid is to motivate him to come back after he's done the atrocities. Come on, man. Come on, bruh.
Bully her. A
Dog.
nameless character who used to bully her.
Dog, man.
Makes a lot less sense and ruins her character a lot more than it being Aaron's baby. So Historia is a character who historically has accepted roles and put on this Krista persona that Aaron and Ymir were the only two people who were like, "Hey bitch, stop the act. Be yourself. Be true to yourself."
And also, in Airtina Requiem, um, and they had more than one meeting. So guess what? They had ample opportunities to talk to each other. Because again, this is based off a throwaway line from Jean. Jean literally says, "Oh, all you be doing is holding hands of Astoria." So again, that proves that they've been doing this hand holding thing multiple times. So yo, bro, like, come on, bro.
And Isayama does a really good fucking job at paralleling the two relationships, even. He does a really good job at making their relationships very similar. They
Hmm.
both want Historia to live true to who she is. Aaron says he likes something about Historia now, right? Like now that she's her true self. And he's a fucking maybe one of the first people to say that to her. Maybe Ymir was the first, but Aaron's the second person to say that to her. Now, does it make more sense for her to
And
have
also, like he also protected her and stood up for her many times. Not many times, but like literally, like he worries about her a lot of the time. In the meeting, he stood up and said, "Fuck Zeke's, fuck that plan, nigga. We ain't going with that plan if his story's gonna be a fucking his story and her children's gonna be fucking cattle and shit. I ain't doing that plan. Fuck that plan." And she was about to motherfucking cry because that shows her story that she ain't alone. That there's someone out there that's gonna protect her. Come on, bro. Come on. That's just blatant. That's just ignoring it. That's just blatantly like. That's basically reading the manga if your eyes closed, bro. Or watching the anime if your eyes closed, or your ears fucking shut, bro. Come on, bro.
a baby with a farmer who used to throw rocks at her fucking skull?
And also, again, logically, it does not make sense for her to have a kid because Zeke was safe regardless, due to the fact that the MP drank the spinal fluid. Because yeah, I'm going to it, Phil Horn. In the meet when Aaron met Yelena in the flashback of 131, she literally says the only ones that drank the wine were the MPs. And guess what? Pay attention to what she says. She says drank. She says in past tense, meaning that the fuck MPs ain't a motherfucking problem. We ain't gotta worry about the MPs. They're not a problem anymore. Zeke, all that Zeke has to do is yell, and they're cooked. Alright? So, bruh, doesn't make sense for her. It doesn't really make sense for her to have a kid logically. And guess what? That will also go back into irony because the MPs are theorizing. Oh my goodness, I had to do a fucking summary. The MPs are theorizing. Oh, it's so convenient that Historia's timing of pregnancy is so convenient. And guess what? That would have been ironic because they think the MPs assume that the reason why their plans got ruined or got delayed was because of the pregnancy. Not only to, but then to realize that, oh shit, their plans were never going to, that plan was never going to work because they were fucked by when they drank the wine all the way back, all the way back 9 months ago when fucking Z came in and Yelena gave him the wine. So all that theorizing would be like, well, that'd be a plot twist. That'd be a good plot twist. Be like, okay, well the timing of the pregnancy never mattered because either way you would have been fucked. So the plan would have been ruined because you drank the wine. So your plan was ruined even before the pregnancy happened. So it doesn't matter when she got pregnant because your plan was ruined before that. But do you think Churchy L gets that? No.
Or a guy who came to understand her and wanted to protect her more than anything, more than anyone. She's the only girl he kept out of the rumbling. She asked him if she should have a child. If anything,
I'm sorry. I add that too. You don't ask a fucking dude when you want to have a child. What do you think about having a child or not? What do you think about me having a child? You don't ask anyone that question. You don't ask a friend that. You don't ask a friend that question. That's fucking weird. And there's the problem. The issue I have my issue is that what I we don't know the conversation we don't know the conversation in between we don't know the conversation that led to what her story to her story's question. We don't know the conversation in between that between the fucking the first part and then when she's talking about having a kid, and we don't know Aaron's reaction to that. We don't know. So we kind of have to just assume that we have to kind of have to assume in our heads what happened and do head canons and shit like that. Extra is also extra right into his perspective of the story. Yeah, because guess what? If and that makes sense because if let's be honest here, if she was pregnant with Aaron's child, and the Survey Corps found out, she'll be dead. They're gonna kill her. If it ain't like she's either gonna be a hostage, best case scenario, or worst case scenario, Mikasa would be so angry that she would kill her. So that makes sense why he wouldn't say shit. That makes sense in part two why Armin's like, yo, why did you tell us? Why would I? So you can use as a fucking hostage? Fuck no. You crazy.
that fucking ruined her character, right? But no, it didn't. Because it makes sense for her to ask him, because that's her closest friend, left alive.
And not only that, she said that she'll always be his ally.
And, friends become lovers. Or they don't even have to be lovers. Friends, if it's political or if it's, to save Historia's life, friends can have a baby together. Period.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's a
And
whole lot better
yeah,
for him.
and that aspect too. That aspect too, if you want to get all political. And it makes sense for part two because if she's gonna need to have a child in political reasons, she will at least want to choose who's gonna father her child. And of course she's gonna choose the person that she feels connected to the most, which is Aaron. So makes sense. Makes total sense.
Historia's character who, has accepted roles and let shit be pushed on her, finally taking her own destiny into her own fucking hands, asking her dear and only fucking friend for advice, confiding in him as he confided in her, and them deciding to have a kid. Okay? Okay, number 6. Aaron being the father of Historia's child when he doesn't have long to live ruins his character because it takes away the guilt he felt for killing the world, which might be fine. Seems my as how AOTNR did away with this guilt and made him a one-dimensional character. So, what I assume this paragraph means, because there were quite a few typos or something, I don't know, is that Aaron having a baby somehow erases his guilt for killing the rest of the world.
No, it doesn't. It does not. She can still feel guilty while still being still being trapped in the corner. Because now, guess what? He's guilty because now he kind of has to do it now. He can still have guilt while still having a kid. Like what? Okay, but let me talk about point 6 for a second. It does make sense because guess what? He wants to have freedom, right? And the problem is that he can never enjoy it. Like he can never genuinely enjoy it because the method he went through to get it. But guess what? In a more melancholic way, if you want to be all thematic or whatever, but even though he cannot enjoy it, a piece of himself can enjoy it, which would be his kid. So he will still feel massive guilt for what he did, but again, No matter how you word it, how that make even make sense. I don't know. That's probably just a typo. But yeah, it's probably just a typo what he did. But phew, I'm gonna explain it. It doesn't take away the guilt. He still will feel guilty because he killed his friends. He killed innocent people, millions of innocent people who had nothing to do of his suffering. But again, it's like bittersweet in a way. Sure, like he has his family and shit, but he's forever traumatized of what he fucking did. So essentially, in a way, he'll basically kind of be like Reiner post time skip, where he is fucking depressed as fuck, but the only thing that's keeping him alive is is his family, is his newfound family. That's pretty much it. So yeah, he would still feel guilty. Like he would just basically be like Reiner, racked of guilt and night terrors and shit. But he'll cling on to life just for his family. So that's pretty much he'll pretty much have that guilt for the rest of his life. And again, he can never enjoy the freedom that he will achieve for the people, but his child can. A piece of himself can, even if it's not directly him. So that's my counter argument 2.6.
I would argue the exact opposite. Not just in AOTNR, but just the principal fact
And
of
also pause him. I don't know why I'm saying pause. Also, him having a child on the way also increases the stakes because guess what? The 50-year plan now is completely out of the option because now his child's gonna be fuck. He's gonna be his child and his freaking baby mom is gonna be suffering, and he does not want that. Right? And guess what? If he doesn't do the rumbling, his child's gonna fucking die. And he does not want that. So again, it puts him more into a corner and now increases the stakes on why he has to do the rumbling. That increases more conflict within him. Bro, if you want to just say like crunch churchy LL, just say you want to make it more one dimensional, bro. It's okay. It's okay you want to do that. Because him having a kid increases the stakes even more. Because now it's like, oh shit, my friends, I have to choose between my friends and my family. Which one I'm gonna choose? Bro, okay, bro, okay.
um just being born when everyone else in the world wants you to die is an act of defiance. Having a kid
Just like Rhino, Falcon, and Gallagher, Aaron will always have a reason to live, to keep on living. He wants to kill him multiple times. Yeah, essentially. Yeah, he'll be like a Rhino. Probably, I would argue, say 10 times worse than a Rhino. But again, the reason why he will live is because of his family. That'll be his cling to life. Is because he has a family.
when everyone else in the world wants your race to die out is an act of defiance. It's the highest form of freedom. You want me to die? All of you, millions of people want me to die and have sat idly by doing nothing while my people have been genocided for years. Like, let's call it what it is. Slow genocide.
Not even for years, fucking like millennia. Like yeah, not even like yeah, basically like fucking not even decades, centuries. You can even argue millennia. So
Yeah, sure, but genocide nonetheless. I'm going to live in defiance of that. And I'm going to have a baby in defiance of that.
yep,
Like, I'm.
and then guess what? That also defies Zeke because Zeke had the ideology. Oh, okay. Yeah, because Zeke has the ideology of guess what? Eldians should die. I believe that our people are devils. They should be erased. They should be gone. And then Aaron goes and has a kid. So again, he's betrayed. If anything, that I think it's better because it betrays Zeke's ideology, and it betrays the desires of what the rest of the world wants. Oh, I want you guys to die in any. to die in any means necessary. No, I'm not gonna die because I can't control my fucking ethnicity. If I'm born as this, I'm born as this. I can't change it. Even if I pretend to act even if I have a culture, even if I pretend to have another person's culture, that doesn't change the fact that biologically I am this. And I'm sorry, I'm not gonna kill myself or have my family killed just because I am this. No, I'm not gonna do that. So if anything, that also defies Zeke's ideology of let's erase let's kill off the aliens. He literally defied that by having a kid. Ah, shit.
I'm sorry, it does not get more Aaron than that. From season 1 to right now, it does not get more Aaron than that. Come on now. And something I need to touch on really quick is the reason why Aaron is a static but not static character. Like, he's kind of both. Not one dimensional, okay? But he's static yet not static is because the fact that his feelings from his adult self are
I wouldn't say he's. I would just say that. I don't know why he says that. I would just say that his goals are this. His goal is the same, but his methods change. His view on it has more of a greater tone into it. Share that, and I have to fucking end the stream, so I have to make food. Fuck.
implanted into his child body.
Hmm.
Not the memories. The memories are unlocked when he kisses Historia's hand, right? But the feelings and that strong crave and desire for freedom, because he tasted it just once. All of that is implanted into his child body. And so that's what makes him seem like a static character, because that, grown up desire and drive for freedom that he has as a child was implanted from the character at the end of the fucking show into the character we see at the beginning of the show, which just added to the genius of Isayama if he had just gone through with his original ending. So he's kind of static, but kind of not. We watch him progress to the helplessness of, holy shit, like, there really is nothing that can be done. Holy fuck. Like, this paradox of I have to follow this path that my adult grown self showed me when he implanted these memories of the future into me. Like, oh fuck, this comic really reminds me of the movie The Substance. Now, this would be a really quick side tangent, so just bear with me. In The Substance, the girl, like, takes the youth serum to look beautiful and pretty and young, blah, 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 it backfires. She turns into a fucking monster.
Mm.
Her act of defiance is in her monster form. She goes on live TV and gets looked at by the whole world. That's her act of defiance, because the world is telling women, like, you have to be beautiful, you have to be young, you have to be pretty, blah, 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 blah. So this monster that comes up on the stage, how dare you get looked at? How dare you be this way and still, get looked at and not feel ashamed? And it's like, fuck you. My existence is defiance of your beauty standards. And it just reminds me of Aaron and Historia's child. That child's existence in itself is defiance against the 2,000 years of racism or whatever the fuck that Paradisians had to endure and experience. That child is the antithesis of Ymir. Born free, born from someone shutting all fucking barriers of freedom in life down to provide this first free Eldian with a life, right? Like, free of all racism, free of the history of blah, blah, blah. You guys know. Whatever. Next bullet point. Peak's death is ass, no matter what you say. Titan's powers.
Pause. I'm gonna say this right now. Peaks ass no matter what you say. Okay, that there's no argument. There's no point in counter argument then. Because if you say no matter what you say, that kind of implies that no matter what counter argument, whether actual a good one or not, like it goes to you, you will never listen to it. So this whole point number 7 is essentially the death of conversation. Because you're basically saying, no matter what you fucking argue here, I'm not gonna believe your argument, and then I'm not gonna believe your counter argument, and I'm gonna still be correct. Yeah, that's kind of implying that this is just the death of conversation. There's no point of counter argument. Point number 7, because you're not gonna understand the arguments. So you're not gonna understand the counter argument. So there's no point of talking about this if you're gonna say no matter what you say, because even if I do try to say even if I try to counter argue this, you're not gonna listen to what Browns has to say or anyone else has to say. So man just ignore this point and move on.
Eminem being able to transform 100 times is incredibly smart. Died because she suddenly can't transform, and those who say but her body was busy healing herself, that's what you need to check their IQ, because what smart character would willing come out of her Titan body knowing that she can't transform again, and is in such a very hostile environment that she could have played dead until she was fully healed and can transfer.
Okay, we have to go to part 4. Let's go to part 4 because we need to understand where the fuck she was at. Okay. Because I'm sorry. When you're injured and you can't. Don't forget. I don't think you can. Since I can never truly be my daughter, most likely will Aaron. Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much what is fucking. Fuck it. Because if I'm truly correct, you cannot heal when you're injured. Let's see here. Because I know for a fact she was definitely injured. Let's see here. What happened? Okay, yeah. Have it your way. Burger King. This is part 3, right? No, this is the latest part. Okay. Where the fuck is it? This all looks so fucking clean, bro. Like, fuck, bro. Anyways, sorry. Trying to fucking find it. That's part. Okay, that was part 3. Let's see part 4 now. Okay, so she gets out here. Okay. Transforms. Yeah, she transforms here. Then she gets her legs cut. Yeah, she gets injured. She got injured by the fall. And yeah, she got injured by the fall. And plus, buddy, I'm gonna say this right now. Either way, she would have died. Look, okay, let's be honest here. Let's truly think about this. Whether she's in her Titan form or not, she would have died. It's either she would have been bitten from the nape and killed from there, or she would have died like this. She was gonna die either way. Whether she's in her Titan body or not, she would have died.
Okay, this is just dumb. Like, we've seen Aaron getting.
And no, yeah, no. That's not good. Again, I don't think this guy realizes that the Titans are controlled by Aaron. Okay, first of all, I can't believe I had to argue this. The Titans, those Titans are controlled by Aaron. So I'm sorry, buddy. Playing dead ain't gonna save her. Okay, playing dead is not going to save her. And again, her legs were cut off. So during that her legs were fucking gone, bro. Her legs were cut. So and again, Titan regen. I don't know. I think if I'm correct, it's established that she regenerates pretty slow. So again, she was going to die. I'm sorry. She was going to die. Like she broke her arm on the fall, right? So again, whether she was in the Titan body or not, she was going to die. Because again, those Titans are controlled by Aaron. And if and therefore playing dead would not work. Because they could just simply get at her nape and then kill her from the nape. So again, that no. She was going to die either way, bro. Whether she got out that Titan body or not, she would have died. Because again, the card's the slowest one to heal regardless of his durability. Yeah, exactly. So again, we don't know how long it takes for someone to a Titan to completely heal. So again, during that miss of the time, she would have been eaten out from the fucking nape. So again, she either dies from getting eaten from the nape, or she dies like this. She's gonna die either way. Either way, she's dying.
Exhausted to the point where he like can't do shit and goes back to human form. We've seen that. Like, you need the will to transform, and you need to uh like have the stamina, right? Now, obviously, Peak has more stamina than others, but it's not infinite, right? And the problem with the way canon is everybody's everything is infinite. There's infinite gas, there's infinite transforming, there's infinite stamina of all the characters. So yeah, Peak is out there getting her ass kicked. She's wounded. She can't fucking heal if she's bleeding out. Okay? She can't just fucking keep transforming a million times until
Yeah, and it's the actual truth. You can't heal when you're injured. If I'm correct, you cannot heal when you're injured. I feel no. I think Aaron did though. Aaron healed when he was injured. When he got his legs bitten off, he healed when he was injured. But then again, he also had perfectly good. He had stamina. He wasn't in the middle of conflict. It was the conflict just beginning. So again, it's just the fact that yeah, she just tired herself out, and also again, she would have died either way. It's either that they kill her, either they take her out from the nape, or she gets eaten. So again, either way, she's dying. It's either she gets eaten from the fucking nape, or she dies by getting by what happened in part 4. So her fate was fucking sealed. Like no matter what she did, her fate was sealed, buddy.
everyone's dead, right? Or else, what's the point of everyone else being there? Since she's so smart and she can transform a million times.
Oh crap. Oh my gosh. Uh, I need to hurry this. I need to hurry to end up this. I need to hurry up and fucking end this shit because I have to fucking go. Anyways, let's continue. Okay, what was I? Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. She was gonna die either way. Um. She was gonna die either way. And from what we know, you can't. And from what we know, if you're like too injured, you can't heal. So the only person I know that able to do that was Aaron. Not because he got his legs eaten off. So that's the only person that he's the only exception. Besides that, like, but she was way too injured. First of all, again, she would have died either way. Regardless of the fucking regardless even when she's gonna heal in general, she would have died either way. Even if she transformed right there, they can fucking just tag team and then repeat all that shit again. So again, her fate was fucking sealed, bro.
Times she could take care of all the fucking warriors herself then, right? She could take care of Ymir and Eren and all the, mindless titans and the colossals all by herself, since her power is unlimited and she's so smart and she has all this stamina, right? What does she need everyone else there for? Like, shut up. There's stakes and there's limits. That's what makes this shit good. Yeah, maybe it would have made more sense if, like, from a stamina point.
According to the lore. Oh, what's here? It claims that that allowed her to transform hundreds of consecutive transformations before she started to feel fatigue. Okay, so here's the problem. She was tired. Right? She was tired from all that fucking fighting. So even then, even yeah. So yeah, Church L was correct. Yeah, she can transform hundreds of times, but you get to realize the circumstances. She is severely tired, right? She's also injured, right? Which can really dampen the probability of you transforming. So again, she was extremely tired, and plus she was also injured. So regardless of how many times she can transform, she was injured, and also she was feeling fatigued because she's going all around the place, dodging and cutting down and transforming again and doing the dodging and doing it all over again. Like, come on. You have to factor that in too.
Point of view, if Reiner couldn't transform anymore and he got hurt real bad, or Annie, who's been in a crystal, couldn't transform anymore and she got hurt real bad.
Yep, that's a gotcha moment because again, you have to realize again, that was based off the test. She wasn't in any fighting mode during those tests. That was her getting tested. That didn't implicate her from fighting or her in a fighting circumstance or anything. So again, you have to realize the circumstances. She's fighting, right? She's literally fighting, dodging all these motherfucking pains at the same time, cut down, transform again, doing all that again until again and again. She's tired, she's injured, and again, even if she was in the Titan, she would have died either way because they would have either cut the nape, which again killed her, or yanked out or eaten her from the nape, which also kills her. So again, she was gonna die regardless.
Maybe that would make more sense, but um, I do feel that the AOTNR team is planning more like poetic justice for those characters, or like more meaningful deaths. This is just the death to get the ball rolling. Like, okay, here, there are stakes.
Yeah, and it makes sense to start with Peak because the Peak is the one who we least know about or at least connected to because she only appears in the since she only appears post time since she only makes her human debut post time skip. We don't really have any connection with her, so yeah, it makes sense for her to be the first one out, and then yeah.
We saw back in season 1 or 2 that Eren, when he was doing experiments with Hanji, I think that was season 1, he was doing experiments with Hanji. He was able to transform 3 times. Each time the Titan got smaller and less effective. So
Oh, that too. Ooh, that's a
He
good
has
one.
stamina, right? So it's not limitless, it's not endless.
That's a
So
good
maybe
one.
as opposed to Aaron's
I didn't realize that. True that. Because the more you transform consecutively, the weaker it eventually becomes. That's oh I didn't put oh shit, I didn't realize that shit. Oh fuck, yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah. So yeah, first of all, yeah, again, consecutive transformations. Each one's gonna be weaker than the first one. She's dodging all these fucking titans at once. She has to get out, transform again. So again, that's good. Her stamina's gonna fucking drain like a motherfucker. Like yo, of course, makes
3
sense.
and other
And also, she was also injured. So,
Titans probable 2, 3, 4. Maybe Peak has 7, right? Maybe she has 7 transformations.
oh my god. And this guy got mad at her because she was like, "Oh, it's not 7, it's hundreds of times." She said maybe. She didn't know exactly it was 7. So I getting mad at her like she was where is it? Right here. Why are you getting mad at her? Like she wasn't saying that she wasn't saying that with confidence. She's saying maybe 7 times. So she wasn't even confident that was the right number. Hi, ay, ay, ay.
Until she can't even transform anymore, or until her Titan gets smaller and less useful. That boom, she just can't even transform anymore. That makes absolute sense. So I'm not seeing what you're not getting. Like at this point, you just want to find something wrong with it. Off-screen defeat of the colossal made no sense. I guess that's what I mean, colloidal. Because it's impossible to actually defeat him without the perfect situation, which is even more impossible because Berthold can't be manipulated by his emotions like he was in the one situation he was able he defeated. Talking about season 3 with Armin. What?
Yeah, I have no clue what he's talking about either. I'm assuming. Where is it? Was that in part 4? Because I don't think he was defeated. He's talking about part 4? Because was he? I don't think he was defeated in part 4. Where? Which part was that? What part was he defeated in? Was that part 3? What part was that? Was that part 3? Because I don't think he was defeated. I don't think they ever killed him. What part was that? Let me see. Because for sure it wasn't in part 1, part 2. It has to be somewhere in part 3 where he got defeated, air quotes. I don't think he was defeated. I didn't think they didn't. Oh, there he is. Where is he? If anything, that's probably just an art mistake. Let me see. Oh, okay. I guess that's what this means. Oh, well, no. Okay, he steams up. They'll copy. Cut down the lines. Cut down the ones to the opposite side. Okay, so that's them cutting the tendrils on Bertol. As Bertol collapsing. What? This dude is so disingenuous. They didn't kill Berthold. What are you talking about? This dude, I don't think he read it. Phil Horn, I don't think he read it. They did. They defeated him. They just didn't cut the nape. Because guess what? There's no point of cutting the nape because you not even fucking there's no person in there. What? They did defeat him on panel. They literally defeated him right here. And the reason why they went at him because the fucking Okapi was there. And they chased after, bro. This guy had. I don't think he read it. No. I don't think. No way. I think he overlooked it. I think this dude just overlooked it. They literally defeated him right here. They cut the tendrils down, bro. Bro, dude, ain't no motherfucking way, bro. Literally said they literally made a strategy, cut down the ones on the opposite side. Like, bro. I don't know. And also, in season 3, they outsmarted him. They didn't put his emotions to his advantage. He turned into it, and what happened was, I can have to fucking say this. What happened was, Aaron was pretending to fucking Aaron turned into his Titan transformation, and then what happened was Berthold kicked him, right? And then there's like this whole, I think it was like a cloud of smoke or some shit. No, Aaron kicked Armin, right? No, yeah, Aaron, no, Berthold kicked Aaron, right? Armin became a distraction, right? So he's trying to burn Armin off of him, and then he was like, wait a minute. Then when Armin was cooked, literally, Aaron at during the meanwhile, uh, cut him out. So no, I wouldn't say he was emotional. He was Armin was trying to kill him. Armin was trying to get at him. He's like, oh fuck no, use my heat. Wait until Armin gets cooked. Oh wait a minute, where the fuck's Aaron? Finds out the Aaron's Titan's body disintegrating. He's like, oh shit, where'd he go? Right behind him, took him out. But when really say you can't really say he was in his emotions. They just outsmarted him. The Armin was a distraction, and then when he killed off Armin, he was like, "What the fuck? Where the fuck did Aaron go? Oh shit, he's not in his Titan body. Oh fuck, where did he go?" And then bam, just outsmarted him. But anyways, they did not off-screen the Titan here. They literally got him. They cut off the tendrils. That's the whole point. The tendrils were hanging on. The tendrils made the thing hang. They cut them off, and then bam, it collapsed. Don't forget, the tendrils are high up too, so it's possible to cut them without being near him. I don't know, bro. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Anyways, I need to hear his damn reaction, cause I need to go. I need to go now.
I think AOTNR took out the part where these are the fucking uh titans of the past, right? Like this isn't literally Armin, this isn't literally Grisha, this isn't literally Kruger
No,
coming to stop
no, it's not. It's just Aaron just used the models and then used them to attack. That's it. It's like using It's like what? How do I say this for example? It's like doing an AI voice, right? It's like doing an A. It's like yeah, doing it's like doing an AI voice. It's like doing an AI voice of like a fucking person. You're taking the foundation of their voice, but it's not actually them saying it. So similar, Aaron takes the model, the Titan model, but it's not actually them fighting. That's simply just what he did. He's copy pasted the models. He copy pasted the models. They're basically just soulless pure Titans. That's basically what they are. So I don't know what he's trying to say here with number 8 here.
the rumbling. These are mindless shifters, mindless titan shifters with like advanced powers. Not mindless like titans, but mindless warriors. This isn't Bert. This isn't Kruger. This isn't Xaver, Shaver, whatever, Shaver. Who cares?
Don't
This
know.
isn't them. These are mindless titans doing Ymir and Aaron's bidding. Period. That's all. So this comment's null and void. We've talked about this
There's
last point so
more?
many times on this channel. It's like I feel like I'm getting a fucking ulcer in my stomach right now. 9, Aaron killing his friends, which is his number one.
I had to go back to this motherfucking point. What about Sasha? Is Sasha not his friend? He died because of because of the consequences of his actions. He again he says it, but the panels that was shown said otherwise. He wants his friends to live long lives, but yet he puts them in danger. Like fucking
One
hell.
goal was to make. Oh fuck. Okay, Aaron killing his friends, which his number one goal was to make sure they live long, fulfilled lives. Throws his characterization from the entire show away. No. His number one goal, first of all, what you're referring to is when he wished that they lived long, happy lives. Never said anything about a fulfilled life. Okay. So
And also, yeah, happy. Yeah, I wouldn't be happy knowing I have to live in fucking basically they're basically in witness protection because there were people on the island that were agreeing with Aaron, and now since Armin's like, oh, I killed him, yeah, people that agreed with Aaron are not gonna like you. So anything, they're basically under witness protection program for the rest of their lives. Yeah, that's happy. That's happy knowing that you can't really, you have to live under constant fear of someone trying to kill you. Yeah, that's happy. That's happy right there.
since we're, cherry picking, nitpicking, whatever. Secondly, him killing his friends was a wish that he had, and Sasha is one of his friends who died in pursuit of the greater cause.
Also, Hanji. Levi is crippled for life. So thanks to you to that. So yeah, yeah, nice try, buddy.
Which he literally tells us what the greater cause is:
Like
to not
dog,
leave the people of Paradis's fate. I mean, the people of Paradis's survival up to fate.
which he did,
That is his number one goal. His number
which
two.
was situational irony because he promised he said that, but it turns out it to be a lie. Because again, he put it up to fate because he literally says in the last chapter he does not know what's gonna happen after he dies. Therefore, he does not know what's gonna happen to the future of the island after he dies. So I guess he put it up to fate. He lied. Irony. Fucking hell.
Goal is to end the cycle of hatred.
Deception or whatever. Fucking care.
And his wish is, well, his number three
And it
goal.
also doesn't make any sense because because if he wanted his friends to kill him, why did he tell every Eldian that? Why did he tell every Eldian that, hey, I'm doing this for the people on the island? Why if he's trying to make his friends easier to kill him, why would he say that? Because saying that, like, oh, I'm just doing to protect the island makes him getting killed more difficult. It makes the alliance harder to kill Aaron, knowing that he's doing it out of a understandable reason. So whatever, man, whatever,
Is to not sacrifice Historia. And to not have her passing titans down her bloodline for the rest of her life, having babies eat each other and whatnot. You could even argue that's his number one goal. Honestly, let's keep it a buck. That was his number one goal, to not sacrifice Historia.
Honestly.
Argue with the manga, not with me. And I just thought we could slam this big fucking hater. That's pretty much it. Like, I feel like the rest of this shit is pretty self-explanatory. We know that Aaron's goals were to not leave Paradis's future up to fate.
Yes.
That's why he did the fucking rumbling.
Yep.
So everything else...
And then he intentionally did it because he literally said he doesn't know what's gonna happen after he dies, meaning that he does not know the fate of the island now. Literally, he literally lied. And there's no problem with him lying, but it's like his actions said otherwise. Again, all my friends live long, happy lives, but yet you're doing these actions that puts your friend's life in danger. Literally, Sasha died, Hanji died, Levi's crippled. Come on, bro. Come on, man.
Finishing it.
Stop it, bro. Stop it. You're lying.
That doesn't make sense. That's mischaracterization. That's bullshit, right? him saying he did it to make his friends super duper heroes, we already know why that doesn't make fucking sense.
Doesn't
Because
make
he didn't know
sense.
if they would survive,
Yep.
which is just further proof that
And
his
also that we don't know what's we don't know what's happening at 20%. So that 20% also has the knowledge of all that technology. Therefore, parity is still behind. Because in terms of population, 20% of the world is still more than a fucking million people on the island. And also, they still have the knowledge of the technology. Therefore, there's still, like, it's the same, it's basically, nothing happened, basically. It's the same situation, but except there's less people outside the world now. But it doesn't matter because comparing it, there are still more people. There's 20% of the world is more than a million people on the island, and also those 20% of people also have the knowledge of the technology. So, like, again, come on, man.
main
And also, you're telling me that 20% that the 20% that survived the rumbling are not gonna be angry, or what will happen to their families and their homes and shit? You're telling me they're not gonna fucking perpetuate that all over again? And then people come trying to say me, oh, the reason why parody was destroyed is obviously unrelated. It's unrelated to what happened in 149. No, I beg to fucking differ. If people had beef with aliens for 2,000 years, what's stopping them from not doing another 200? Give me a fucking break, bro. Give me a fucking break.
goal
It's
was
trash,
to not leave
garbage,
civilization up
bro.
to fate. If he doesn't
Garbage,
know that his friends are going to survive, there's
garbage,
no
man.
way that his main goal was for them to live long, happy
Fucking
lives.
trash.
I'm so sorry. Argue with the manga. Anyways, I'm out of here. Bye. I hate this.
Yo, it's okay. I have to end it. I cannot believe I spent an entire stream reacting to this. This dude, bro. It seems like here's the problem. It feels like he's conflating the issues with the canon with the fanfic itself. He has an issue with Historia going along with Aaron's plan, but she got along with Aaron's plan in canon. So I have no clue. Again, I think he's mixed up I think he's conflating the canon problems with the fanfic problems. Like he's kind of just mixing them together in this point. But whatever, man. He does him. Uh, I feel like doing a whole like long ass thread in this comment section just debunking his points, but I feel like it's just a waste of time, especially on number 7. The fact that he said no matter what you say, peak death is bad, it's just a depth of conversation. You don't want anyone to counter argue you. You just want to put it out there and just be superior about any discourse. But anyways, I'm out, man. Thank you guys so much for coming. I'm about to end it. No fucking background music. I gotta make fucking separate and shit. So thank you guys so much for coming. I'll see you guys on Saturday because tomorrow's stream is canceled. I did post it on the I did post it on my community tab. I edited my latest community tab and said that Friday stream's also canceled. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Not tomorrow. I'll see you guys on Friday. Not Friday. Fucking God. I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys on Saturday. Have a good rest of your day. On Saturday, we're going to continue on Miles Morales. We're gonna finish up New Game Plus and get my third platinum trophy. So yeah, I'm ending right here. Thank you guys so much for coming, and yeah, I'm out. And have a great rest of your day. Peace out. Also, before I go, according to that, Saint Chief is doing a debate today, this evening. It's at 6 p.m. Central. Unfortunately, I cannot watch that live because by the time he starts, I'm going to be in the middle of work. So I won't be able to watch that live. But Saint Chief did say that he was going to leave it on. He's going to leave it public. So whenever I come back, whenever I stream like on Monday or like Tuesday, I'll stream here on YouTube and react to it myself. So yeah, anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Fucking God. I'll see I'll see you guys on Saturday.